Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Warped, a completely unnecessary Star Trek podcast, where we do unasked-for audio commentary of Star Trek episodes. Here are your hosts, Sean.
Get me to my regular doctor. They're familiar with my weird, things.
Matt.
It's completely bonkers, and I didn't understand what was happening like 80% of the time, but I loved it.
Jake.
His abs unfurled.
Philippe.
I don't have honor! What's the point? I want to live and sing and dance.
Erin.
This show is so good, we're just like watching it.
Min Win.
Would you fuck, marry, or kill me?
All of that.
I would do all three. All three in that order.
And May.
Dear Diary, I kissed an android today, and he told me he felt nothing.
Make it so.
And back again, because they always have to come twice. Special guest.
Catherine.
Yay!
So
My
nice.
wife is back.
Well, I had to come back. We didn't finish the movie.
I know, it's true.
Yeah.
She's got unresolved
if you
business.
didn't listen to last week, go back and listen to last week, our part 1 of Galaxy Quest. And today we're back with part 2. I got 55 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. It should be a completely black screen because Tim Allen has just been knocked the fuck out by some aliens. And I'm punching the triangle in 3, 2, 1, punch.
Wow. And he's
And
coming
there
too.
he
There he is.
Oh, man.
He's only been partially digested.
Snogged by a big pig creature.
Yep. Do you feel like this is what?
The tongue action.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's
this is
a good look. I guess that's probably practical.
Yeah,
huh?
that's a pup. That's a guy.
That's a
Practical
puppet,
puppet.
for sure.
That's like some Cirque du Soleil guy and some.
This creature actually looks like it belongs in this environment,
Yeah.
not so much the other little things.
I
but-
agree with that.
Yeah, the problem with the other things is they're
Oh,
all
they do have
identical.
transporter. That's right. They do have transporter.
But they have to
technology.
like lock on you.
But
in a
it's
weird
super
way.
hard, much harder than
Yeah,
Star Trek.
it's not as- yeah,
I like his little tail.
yeah.
I like the
Well, this isn't a
two-legged
transporter.
pig.
This is something else.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like a particle.
Well, it's the same
is that
concept.
the same concept?
Yeah.
Oh, digital conveyor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like if you're gonna do the thesaurus for.
So it dices them up in a million
Yeah,
pieces.
yeah.
Well, isn't that what the
That-
beaming up does?
Yeah.
exactly what
basically.
beaming
Yep.
up does.
Okay.
It's exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like the two-legged pig concept.
It likes you,
It's got
Sean.
a good look.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does.
That's what they call humans, two-legged pigs. That's why I think it's ironic.
This one is a very toothsome woman.
Oh, that's right. This is his time to shine
Yeah,
now.
this
Yeah.
is his job.
Yep, Tech Shen.
He's the tech sergeant.
Yeah.
Tech
Tech
Sergeant
Sergeant Chen. Come on, Chen.
So,
The pig lizard.
Yeah. Is that what they call?
That's a
oh,
good.
that's right. That's what they say.
Yeah. It's great.
It's like I love how nervous he gets because he's been so chill up until this. Now he's got
That's
some
true.
real
Yeah, he's got to
responsibility.
actually
That's
do it
true.
now.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. And it's just every time Tony Shalhoub just makes a face, I'm just all
Yeah.
Are you a big Monk fan?
Big
I
time.
am
Philippe? Are you? Are you actually?
I'm a huge.
Yeah, we
that's
watched.
cool.
We watched most of Monk.
My
It's a good
mom
one.
loves Monk.
It's a good one to
Yeah,
just
this
throw
is the
on.
part that is. And they're all trying to keep
I love
their
it.
cool so that they don't
Sick
alert him
dude.
to
I
what's
love
wrong.
how the alien,
I know.
Uh,
Everything's fine.
the animal was inside out
Yeah.
and exploded.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
The falling piece of flesh on his mouth was
yeah.
perfectly
Yeah. It's really
timed.
good.
It's a good.
That was take 3.
Just one moment, please.
Yeah, I know. She's like an
I don't
operator.
know why that's so like. One moment, please. That's like when you could make phone calls, right?
Yeah.
Or
Well, she's the communications officer.
that's true.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Something's wrong.
So
This
that-
is a good design, too.
Now that is CGI.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good
The
design.
rock.
The rock monster is a good.
I like how it just comes together.
It's a good
Yeah.
look.
Yeah. It's got like
This is all very good, like Gorn
style.
Yeah.
Gorn
right.
reference encounter.
And this is very much now. I've watched a few Star Trek episodes, but would you say this is pretty much in line, like Shatner getting chased or
Oh,
somewhere?
absolutely.
Right.
It's-
Okay. And stranded.
Actually, I don't
And
know if
then-
Shatner ever runs, but yeah.
Oh, does he not?
It's more of a
He
light.
does.
That's a light jog.
He's a light
It's a light jog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His urgency.
And this really is more inspired by Shatner, not so much Picard. And
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It's 100%
okay.
Shatner. I mean, there
Or
were obviously
whoever else.
people that were, like Takei really didn't like Shatner. But like him and Nimoy, they actually were pretty good friends.
Oh, okay.
They're like in this thing, he has like none of the cast like him.
Yeah.
At this
Right,
point in
right.
time. Whereas Shatner, I love. What's its motivation? and then he's like, no, you've never cared about the craft.
Never take it seriously.
Oh, good.
No, because he's about to.
They just
be
love that
killed.
when they they're working on.
Oh, and now this is where I
Oh,
was saying with the
yes.
Shatner, right? With
yes,
the shirt.
shirt coming off.
And
Absolutely.
has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never, so, but it's like they, the way he
Yeah.
tries to. He's like, you were always at your mark, and you never missed a lie.
Yeah.
And like I believe in
Oh,
you.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. They relate it back to like the show.
Everything, they respond in the moment when there's things to be done. They respond as actors.
Yeah.
Who played these characters, not necessarily as the characters themselves. It's great.
Like all actors, once
Yeah.
you pump them up.
Yeah,
I like it. I like that he just gives in. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Success.
What is he sending in?
Success.
Yeah, they don't clean up the
The
stuff.
pig lizard is still there.
Oh, yeah.
Alan Rickman.
Right? It has to make the comment of
Yeah.
like.
That's 100% Shatner.
Yeah.
Wait, but Fred is the actor's name,
Yes.
right? It's
Yes.
not
Fred
the
Kwan.
character.
Yeah, Fred Kwan.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, now he's gonna learn that they have no home.
That's right.
The home's been completely destroyed.
Wait, so I thought when we first see
Well, that's
them-
they go back and destroy the rest of that.
Saris does that.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that.
It's a throwaway, like a quick line.
Yeah, they don't really
Gotcha.
focus on it, but it's right here. He says that we're all that's left. The people on this ship
On the
are,
ship
that's
are
the,
all
end.
that's
That's
left.
all
Got
that's left
it.
of our people.
So Saris had already blown up the planet once, and then went back and blew up the
Yeah.
rest. And now they're on
Now
the
this
ship.
Yeah.
jerk's here.
That's right.
That looks like Dark Crystal to me.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot of
was
Dark
thinking
Crystal
Teenage
feel. Like
Mutant Ninja Turtle.
there's some, there's
Yeah.
both of those.
It's
but
very rubbery, the
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, that is a
so
little bit.
it's-
And then it
Without-
also
without-
has very sea creaturey-ness to it.
And
The like his not him necessarily, but the guys with the like weird hoods on their
Yeah.
faces.
Don't they
It
look
looks
like?
kind of jellyfishish.
Well, they look like they should be on Davy Jones's boat in like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because they all kind of like got rags too.
Yes.
It's like
And spikes,
I like it. It's like,
Shelly spikes.
how do you like rag up in the morning? Like, oh, I gotta get some rags on my.
Do you think they
Rag.
have pajamas, or do they just sleep in those?
Yeah. Do you just-
in what they're wearing right now. And is that actual clothes, or is that just their bodies?
It's like they have a
It
chitinous
feels like an
exoskeleton.
exoskeleton a little bit, but I don't want
Is he
to.
wearing armor, or is that just his exoskeleton? You think he's like a turtle?
He does. I mean, he's got like a lot of
Ooh.
fish leg. Ooh, he's got like a scorpion fish.
Yeah,
thing.
did you see that?
Yeah.
With the blades.
Feels
on
very
his
organic.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got earrings.
I like
And
that
just
he does.
noticed
does,
it now.
He's a
I
bad boy.
never noticed that.
He's
It's very
like a pirate.
very piratey.
I guess. See, I
He's got,
really.
he's got every influence
But,
imaginable.
but pirates are a theme throughout every genre, right? You got your space pirates, your sea pirates, your
Sure.
land pirates.
They're all
The
on
concept
ships.
of the pirate. Well, like Star Trek in its essence is very nautical.
Yeah,
That's true.
Like they
Yes.
treat it as a very, that the fighting in space is like, fighting in water because it's 3-dimensional.
Oh, this is where now
Yeah, they're gonna
he
fight.
breaks
it out.
his heart,
but-
basically.
I mean, that is that one heck of an eye patch.
Yeah, I like how it's basically like bolted onto his face.
I know. And why does it need spikes? Because like, do you need
Well,
to? Like,
if someone tried to punch you in the eye,
yeah,
they're gonna get hurt.
It's extra headbutt damage.
Now, wait, this is the first time Saris is also seeing
It's
the
also
historical
Yes,
documents
this-
too,
exactly.
right? And he, unlike the
He
Thurians,
understands.
it straight
Yes,
out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why he's giving him the lecture of like, you guys are worse than me.
Yep.
At least I've been honest this whole time, right? I've shown my true colors the entire time, and you guys have been deceptive and lying and
I think that's a false equivalency. There's complete destruction of a people. It's not.
I would agree with you
Yeah,
there,
it's
Philippe.
like, yeah,
I would agree.
we-
However,
Yeah.
bad
Everyone
guys
in
like
power
to
always
twist their.
thinks they're
That's
a
right.
victim.
That's right.
Saris is like, see, I'm not so bad.
Yeah.
I like this guy back here with his not acting. He's like, yeah, yeah.
Did you see the holiday special, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday
Yep,
special?
yes, it's very good.
Yes.
When they capture Kevin Bacon, they find out he's an actor. They're like,
Yes.
"Oh, you're an actor!
Ew, that's gross.
That's the worst."
I love the opening song to that movie. It's so good. What's the deal with Christmas? So funny.
Is that on the Disney Channel?
Yeah. But it's all the cat. And it's James Gunn directed it.
Yeah.
Wrote it.
Yeah.
Like it's in canon.
I've heard it. I've heard it that people
It's
like
really
it.
funny.
We watched the first one as a family, and we're gonna try to get to the other two.
Yeah.
The second one's meh.
I heard the second one is not the best.
I
but
actually think the second one's better than the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
because I haven't heard that.
Like it's got the emotional stakes are way
Because
higher
of
in the second
the
one than they
daddy
are in the
issues.
first
I
one.
mean, yeah.
And
Daddy
it's like
He
the
likes
first one, the
baby.
villain is such a standard, easy villain, and the villain in 2 is so much more interesting. And then you top off the whole, him dealing with the two kinds of fathers. He's dealing with Yondu and what his emotions are to his real father, and how his emotions, how he feels about
Like I
his
said,
mother.
We haven't seen it, Sean.
It's
You
okay.
need
No,
to
that's fine. I know.
give
They don't care
spoilers.
about
Okay.
spoilers.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
You just love Baby
maybe
Groot.
some of our
You just
listeners
love
care
Baby
about
Groot.
spoilers.
Baby Groot is fucking
Yes, Baby
awesome.
Groot is fun. Yeah,
Push the button,
the first
don't
one
push
is
the
just
button.
so tight.
The first one is, I think that the first one is fucking a masterpiece.
Yeah.
The first one is really good because it's a good, like, every character gets their time. I feel it's like in
Absolutely.
similar ways like this. Like, every character gets its time to
It's-
shine.
yeah.
They're like nobody's cookie cutter. Really.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
I just remember when I saw the first one in the theaters, and like from that opening shot of him just like showing up
Dancing.
on Monrog
Skipping
and then
around.
starting dancing, I was like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I was
fun.
like,
No,
yes.
It's gonna be
that,
all
that
fun.
tells you everything
Yeah.
you need to know about that movie. In
Yeah,
that
I was
one
like,
sequence.
vibe.
You're like, okay, yes, I get it. I'm there. I'm with you.
I mean, James
Exactly.
Gunn is so good at picking the perfect music and the
Yes.
movement. Yeah. And the right sense of humor.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody tries to be like. I feel like that's the problem. Is like everybody tries to be as good as him, and I just don't feel like a lot of the directors quite can do it.
Get
as well.
there.
Yeah.
Get the humor right.
Yeah, like the humor, right? Like I feel like, like I didn't see the new Ant-Man, but just like it felt like, it's like trying too hard to be.
Oh, I mean, the Ant-Man, the thing about Ant-Man is like that one's more,
Like a
even more family friendly.
Yeah.
Like this is even more for the kids. And then the second one didn't live up to the first one in that sense.
Yeah, seemed very
Or
plot heavy.
or even the first one and the second one. Like the first
First one
and
was
second
good though. I enjoyed the first one.
one. I like the
You
second one
haven't
too.
seen the second?
I haven't seen the one where they go into the.
Oh, you haven't seen the recent one?
Yeah,
The third one, yeah.
the third one. Yeah, the third one. I
The
haven't seen
Quantum Realm.
I liked it.
You like
it?
Quantumania?
Yeah. I like all of them. I'm actually a soft
Sean
side.
is very soft side when it comes to
What'd you think
I'm
of
more
the girl who
critical.
played Cassie?
She was fine.
You thought she was fine?
Yeah.
For me, the emotional impact of the girl who played Cassie in Endgame was stronger than that girl's whole performance in that movie.
Yeah.
That one moment where she sees him when Paul
I
when
mean,
Lane
I
comes
think
back.
that she had that character in that movie is not very well written. So I don't think the actors had a lot to work with.
Okay. I mean, I think
Yay, Chen.
I was just about to say we just missed like one of my favorite scenes from here where like
They're
where
pretend
they're
fighting.
well no not just pretend fighting but it's like they're like they're trying to talk to each other and give clues right of how they're going to get themselves out of this pickle and and then they reference a scene in which they basically fight
right
right
to get out of this
but
script.
in the show it's a pretend fight and now they're doing it's like what is that called when you're like
It's very meta.
oh that's the word okay meta and then it actually works and they're very surprised that it actually works
I like it.
so I appreciate that and I think Tim Allen's character is like you used to throw your punches man but now you're hitting hard and I think Allen was really hitting hard
They're working out their different
exactly
aggression.
Right,
exactly
Mm-hmm.
yep oh I don't remember
so
that.
many layers. So many layers in
I
this
know right
And now they're actually being a
Do you think
team.
something about having them be kind of like blobby tentacle people is why they don't lie? Somehow it's just like,
they're so pure.
I don't know, just like you don't have like a lot of nuance. I don't know. Don't have a lot of nuance to convey. You're just more straightforward when you're a sort of amorphous blob.
Look, you're a tentacle monster. I'm a tentacle monster. Let's just be straight with each
let's
other.
just like let's just tell each other the truth.
Stop acting like your suckers don't stick to stuff. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly. You're stuck to me right now.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
and they bring in this back.
Yeah,
I think this is one of probably what makes this show like even more of a genius is how they tie it all back.
Oh
to-
no, this is what makes the movie work.
Yeah.
Is that they bring it back to
The fans.
the Trek nerds.
Yeah.
And it's their knowledge that helps them
going to
get
save
out
the
of
day.
saves
Yeah.
the day. Like that's the
Yeah.
brilliance of it.
Yep. Oh, this is so great. Where he thinks it's God
He's
talking
so
to
young.
him.
His look
He
I
is
know.
so
so
young.
soft.
He's so young. Yes.
Such a baby.
boyish.
Doesn't have that Mac
He
money
went
yet.
away, unfortunately. He just doesn't.
He doesn't act anymore?
He does, but
He does. He produces a lot now.
Oh,
He's-
really?
Yeah.
He's more behind the scenes, but he was sort of like the guy for a
yeah,
while.
I thought. You
Yeah,
know,
remind me, what's his like top stuff? What
I
do
mean,
know him from?
I loved him in Accepted. I will always watch that movie.
Accepted, yeah, he was
I
great
love
in
that
that.
movie.
That was a good one.
He
was
always-
starting to get those kinds of roles where he was like a comedic lead, you know.
Well, he was,
He was in
they
one-
tried to make him like a rom-com
Did they?
star, but
Yeah.
it just didn't. I don't know. He's too weird.
He's a little too funny. He's a little too funny, I think.
Wasn't he in one of the Die Hards?
He was in one of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
Four,
Die
Yeah.
Hard
Three and
4.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Was this would have been way earlier, but was he in Ed, the Tom Cavanaugh show?
TV show.
I'm trying to remember because Michael Ian Black
There-
was in that,
There was
He
a
was, I think.
dark-haired
I
guy
feel like
that's
he
like him, but I
Oh,
think it was
was
a
it
different
different?
guy.
but it was somebody
But
else.
no way to find out.
Yeah, gotta
My
watch the
phone's
entire
dead.
series.
What was the movie that I just
Somebody
saw
else has
him
got to look
in?
it up.
Barbarian? Did you watch that movie with me? It's like a horror
I didn't watch it,
movie.
but yeah, he's in that.
Airbnb. Horror.
Yeah.
He's in that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he also helped produce it.
Is that anybody seen that? It was kind of interesting, like the way like there's like isn't there like a underground chamber or something?
Yeah.
I just from the trailer. It seemed kind of interesting to me. But he was in one of my favorite movies, which is the one about
this
the
is
Bigfoot.
another sequence that I'm loving.
What?
He's in
Where they
the
have
Bigfoot
to like
movie.
navigate
Oh
through
yeah,
the
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch
Gang.
I love Sasquatch Gang.
That's what we should watch.
so
Mm.
yeah.
It's
On
got
through
Carl
the
Weathers.
chompers.
Yes, the chompers. I enjoy this so much. The pattern. Got to get the pattern down. And the pattern's identical to the show.
Yeah. And even though it doesn't really make any sense.
Right. Yep.
Why is this here? And I love all the things Sigourney Weaver says.
She's just
during
like, why?
There's no reason for this. I hope the person who wrote this got fired. She's also pissed about. There's no practical reason to have this on a ship.
I mean, honestly, like these kids that are like basically me.
Oh yeah, and he's using the historical records now to
learn how to fly.
Teaching himself.
Now, see, even this looks like it's an underwater submarine.
It does have a sort of a nautical sort of theme.
Yeah, it looks like the Davy Jones. I think you had made a good point. It looks like the inside of that ship.
I mean, they do look like crustaceans.
They do have kind of a lobstery look to them.
Oh, there go his. There goes his back fins.
His back
You got
feathers.
spines.
Yeah,
it's like a stonefish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There's like. Yeah.
All these
different giant tunnel portals.
Yeah, they're great for
Why the two
There's
always
the-
ducks,
and there's
right?
Jeffrey's
and then
tubes.
there's a drop. Yep.
It's so you can have adventures in the ship. It's just important for that.
You gotta have tubes.
Yeah.
Nobody falls like Sigourney falls.
Yeah.
No. And and just like I think in Star Trek, the more that her cleavage can show, the better. Is that true?
The closer they are to winning.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? The closer they are to
clothes are
winning,
getting
there's
ripped off.
More and more skin starts showing.
Starts to show. Is that true in Star Trek?
I mean, certainly Shatner would be
Have
rips in his shirt.
He's the guy who's
He would be the one.
A lot of the ones in the late '60s show, there's a lot of bikini-esque or sort of.
They would be wearing practically nothing from the get-go.
Yeah,
it wouldn't
from the
get
get-go.
like,
It would just go less and less like this.
Well, you look at, even like Nichelle Nichols, what she had to wear on that show is like.
She never wore pants.
She might as well just be wearing
That's
a big
true.
shirt. As low as-
If she
as
turned
high
her
as that.
chair the wrong way, that thing would have been kicked off the
That's
air.
You know that she is was a big spokesperson for JPL and NASA.
Yeah.
That was what after
That's
Star
another
Trek.
example
she got
of
big into it.
take the role that defined you, and maybe you got stuck in, but just like make the most of it. And she helped, inspire scientists, female scientists.
That's right.
So I feel like she
Okay,
embraced.
how are these blasters compared to those in Star Trek?
They look pretty similar.
But they're much more
powerful.
I love his
more expressive.
Oh, that's right. He's the distraction.
Yeah.
And like,
I'm supposed to be. It's all
Glorified
I love his,
extra.
I love Totally Shalhoub's
Sam
response. The plucky comic relief.
I love it.
They have to break things down.
Yeah.
Him?
well, and the whole time, that's what Alan Rickman's character's doing, isn't it? Like he's like criticizing like how Tim Allen doesn't act, doesn't take it seriously, or
Him with that crazy alien gun is giving me serious like Gary Oldman and The Fifth Element.
Sure,
vibes.
it does have that gun. Very much looks like the gun that he's trying to sell.
Yeah, Zorg.
Oh yeah,
or-
The Fifth Element.
Yeah.
That'd be one to drop back in.
That's a
on.
great
oh
one.
yeah, that's
I've
a
been
fun
I've been
one.
listening to a podcast called Screen Drafts.
Yeah.
The whole concept of it is they take a topic and then typically it's 7 movies.
There they are, the choppers,
2 people draft
which are the most random thing.
7 movies. But one of the recent ones I listened to, it was they call them mega drafts, and it was 20 movies, and it was anything that had Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, or Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
That was the pool of movies they could
Oh.
choose from. And when they got to number 1, the first movie he tried was, and at this point in time, Die Hard is not on the list.
Right.
Oh,
And the number 1 is all that's left. And the first movie he tries is Predator. And then the second movie he tries is Fifth Element. That's the number 1. I was like, so genius. And then they both got vetoed. So he finally was like, all right, fine. Die Hard. But
And fire.
a movie that you'll never guess would be on there was on there.
What's that?
Batman and Robin.
Oh.
Somebody picked Batman and Robin to
Arnold
be.
Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, because it's Schwarzenegger.
I saw that movie in the theater.
That movie would have been hilarious, but you can't do like
That's
campy.
right. This is when the Rock person goes in.
You can't do campy '60s Batman.
Yeah.
And have a
Really.
Alfred is dying plot line.
Yeah.
It's like you can't do both. One or the other. Yeah. Fred Kwan.
Fred Kwan.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good until.
Good room,
Okay,
guys.
what's up with the necklace? I just noticed.
Oh, his
Sam-
medallion?
Yeah.
Medallion? Was he wearing this the whole time?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
He's wearing it when he's like
He's an
in the
announcer.
very first part where he's announcing them. He's got it around his neck.
Oh,
I think it's like the Galaxy Quest symbol, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes that.
That's so good.
monster.
Yeah.
Yep.
It looks good into space.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it's all just barely fitting in there. Aww. I feel bad about him right now.
What happens
he's
to the
like,
rock monster?
He
you
just
think?
floats away in the thing. I think I
just
don't think he
breaks
needs
apart.
air, I'm hoping.
Maybe
I
he'll just
wouldn't think he
eventually
needs
land
air.
on a planet.
Yeah.
and
He'll,
be
be,
fine.
he'll get drawn into the into something's gravity.
He'll become a moon.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
Oh, this is great.
Aww.
The Commander Taggart and Satan.
No.
Fuck. Can't even. Oh no, Quaalig.
No, Quaalig.
No. No. Oh no. This is the only part I don't like of this movie. You can't kill Quaalig.
I think somebody had to die.
Yeah.
I guess.
Just for the
but-
stakes, but yeah, you're right. I mean, a whole planet died, but I guess that wasn't enough.
This is where Alan Rickman shines.
Yes,
right?
he gets super
He
pissed
gives
off.
him- well, not just super pissed off, but this is where he gets
yeah.
to bring peace, and you know
Yeah.
he really does. you
Yeah, he
know,
gets to embrace like how his character
how his
has
character really affected
yeah,
these
yeah.
people, right? Like, especially like.
He
I
gets
love
to
how
say
he
his lines
gives
again
his-
and actually
He tells
mean it.
him he will be avenged.
That's right.
And how much that means.
By the hammer.
I grabbed Dar's hammer, you shall be
Yeah.
avenged.
Yeah.
That's right. Aw, like a father figure. See?
He was drinking from the toilet though. Yeah, he got that stuff in
That's that blue mouth.
Yeah.
The airplane
There it is.
airplane toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, he's giving the full one.
Yeah. I see. When I first saw that, I thought this was such a badass.
Oh,
moment.
it's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
And
can
Alan
die
Rickman
in
just
peace.
plays it so well. He's so
So
in.
well.
He's just. And then the look. You've awakened the beast. Dr. Lazarus is on the case now.
Did so many animalism workshops at Juilliard.
Yeah.
I love how he's sort of like.
And he doesn't have a gun, but he's just going
He's kind of a
all
mix
out.
of Worf and Spock.
Oh yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, because he's like supposed to be a tough.
He's a doctor. You know, he's supposed to be like the science officer, but he's also like a badass.
Oh, I love this. Isn't this when they?
only stops at
it
one.
Only stops at 1 second.
Now she's just
Yeah.
got a full bra top on.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot about this.
Oh, and this.
Yeah, you got to send that.
Yeah.
Mom, I don't know.
Man, everybody in this room can relate. Doing something like I'm playing Nintendo or talking to my friends about some nerdy or watching something TV show.
I got time to do the dishes right now.
Right now, it's like it's Star Trek is on. Can I just 30 minutes? It'll be over now.
So good. Such a good joke.
Yep.
Oh, it always stops.
They just designed it that way.
It's like, what were you going to say?
What were you going to say? We were having a moment. And he was actually going to say something nice. Maybe.
I mean, I really like the amount of puppetry in their suits. Like, the main guy's suit, like, the whole thing breathes and, like, showing, like, the...
It really feels like something's going to crawl out of the top of his head at any moment.
Yeah, that thing's like a hermit crab in there.
He's kicking some ass.
Yeah.
He's all, I love the look
In
of
his head.
His makeup's all messed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here they go.
I
The
love
crew
their
of the
spots. So funny.
What's the name of their ship? I keep forgetting.
It's the Protector.
That's right.
The
Pedal to the metal.
NST Protector or something like that. Because I think it's
Oh, that's right. They
NST because
the mines.
it's
We're
not
getting
Star Trek.
We're getting a call back to the magnetic mines.
Yep. No, they're doing it. So it's another callback. Yeah.
This is the thing is like they bring everything that they do is for a reason. It's not just to show
That's
like he
right.
doesn't got the thing. They're gonna.
That's right.
It's it's also a very Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
You know, because Wrath of Khan all takes place not in a minefield, but they fly into the nebula.
Yeah.
It's about dragging them into the nebula.
I would never follow an enemy ship into the nebula, guys. I'm just saying. I know that trick from movies. I'd be really well
From the
suited.
historical documents?
Yeah, from the historical documents.
Yeah, especially if your second command goes, we have them at a disadvantage. There's no way they could win.
Don't say that.
Don't ever follow them into the nebula
you
at
just
that
jinxed
point.
it, dude. You were such a jinx.
Yeah.
Airlock. Sorry, I just be that strict on there. I'll be like, out the airlock.
Immediately. Straight to airlock, believe it or not.
Ceres is accelerating.
It's chicken now.
Yeah.
A game of chicken.
No, man, his hair is...
It's a good
doing
hero
some-
line, too.
Yeah.
Does he say the word sunny?
He did.
Odd.
You're making a deadly mistake.
Recognize a pattern.
You're sweating. Oh, they're very like wet in their ship. I thought it was just sort of like. I feel like lizards don't really sweat.
His shoulder pads breathe. You're right.
Yeah, it's cool. There's motion.
Yeah, that's a good line.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, too late to.
Oh, right down the pickle barrel.
Shouldn't have a big hole.
I like that he decides to run. Like he's like, I'm just going around.
He's running to go.
But he does.
Oh, that's right.
Transport
Because there
himself.
is something
That's
that-
right. That's
yep.
right. I forgot
This ain't over yet.
Yeah,
Well.
he's the only one who thought of that.
Mhm. That's why he was in charge.
Yeah.
He had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very Shatner right there. That's very Shatner shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Malthazar.
Good old Malthazar. And he's like, yeah, you guys tricked me with your joke about it being a show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our ship
Yeah,
was a model this big.
There he goes.
Uh-huh.
Gives his
Very
laugh.
clever. That's
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, hopefully there's enough genetic diversity left in the rest of your population to
Yeah, I mean,
keep things going.
I don't think they really can spare a lady for Tony Shalhoub.
Good point.
Well, you know, there were other women. I saw other people with their zippers down a little bit.
I did. I know. There's a few, but I mean, there's really this is all that's left.
There's not a lot left of the species.
Yeah.
Maybe they can do something with the human DNA.
Well, but
I
now,
don't
you
Who
know,
knows?
she's on Earth
Yeah.
mating. Maybe they have
Some
a hybrid baby and
Yeah.
Send it back up.
Yeah.
could keep the roots alive on Earth.
Yeah.
Just one flipper, baby.
You
Which
know,
is
if a
just the way
tentacle
they have
sticks
their
out of the
babies.
back of it, whatever. You learn to live with it.
And
To the hole.
to the hole. I feel like if you see a wormhole in space, fly into it. It's probably
Yeah, you would think on the other side is good.
good luck.
What sorts
all
that
of
could
a
happen?
sudden they're doing their job.
Yeah. Let's not worry about that. I'm sure it won't be. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
No.
It's like, wait, they
But
had
what's
this?
the plan? Like, is it just revenge at this point in time? Because his ship's been blown up.
Yeah, it's just revenge.
Well, yeah.
What's he gonna?
It's like it.
Well, when you're a narcissist, self-absorbed, power-hungry mongrel, you just can't stop until everybody's defeated.
He's from a warrior cast.
Yeah, exactly. They make Subway sandwich guns. Man, these guys are hardcore.
It's that $5 footlong.
Yeah, it's a baguette of death.
Oh, they're using the secret weapon.
Use the Omega-13.
If the first 12 Omegas fail, there's only one thing left to do.
Omega-13 fatty acids deployed.
Yeah, fish oils. Has a special button. It's got wings.
You don't linger too often.
Zoop, zoop. Uh-oh.
This feels like longer than 13 seconds
Why is
ago.
he the only one that remembers?
Because he's the one who pressed
pushed the button.
It's
You
button
think that has
powers.
to do with it?
Button
Absolutely.
powers.
Button power.
Yeah. It's like when you have control of the remote. And
That's
only
right.
you-
Only I can punch the triangle.
Yeah. And you
It's like
only you can remember what show you were
When I
watching
punch
before.
the triangle, I'm the only one who remembers I'm here.
Whoever dealt it, smelt it.
That's it.
situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same rules
It's
apply
one of the
with the
essential
Omega-13.
rules of society.
Yeah, kick his ass, Malthazar.
Yeah.
This got a pipe wrench.
That's his cane.
That's his cane.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
cane he's been using.
Uh-oh. This is...
What's happening? I don't understand. What changed?
Well, they going real fast.
They can't slow down. They can't slow down
And
because
I
they're-
don't know why they can't slow down, but for some reason they can't slow down.
so they're going to have to hit the atmosphere.
So they're gonna separate the ship just like they do on Star Trek.
Oh, they have a saucer
Do they?
section.
Yeah.
The Next Generation Enterprise separates.
Man, I know it's so stupid, but I was so excited about saucer separation.
Oh, yeah.
It was
It felt
I
so
rem-
special.
Like I said, I was not a Trekker, but I remember seeing all the media blitz about the fact that the new Enterprise separates, and I was like, "Wow, that's a big deal, I guess."
Yeah, I was so it was a big deal. I was like, oh.
Has that happened yet? That was in a saucer
It happens in the
separation.
first episode.
Or I guess
They only do it like two or three times on the show, but they do it in the pilot.
So like it's like you actually learn about the ship. Like the saucer section is like the people, and that's like
Right.
the sort of the civil, the non-combatants. So
Yeah,
they can
so you put all of them in the saucer, and then there's a battle bridge that they go on to fly the little, just the little,
yeah, little
three-prong thing,
turkey neck,
turkey head
Yeah,
that's left.
gooseneck.
The amount of nerd gobbledygook that Justin Long and his friends have to spout is great.
Yeah, he does a good job, and then
Mom's so like,
hey, at least he's outside.
Yeah.
silver lining parenting right there.
But the dad does not know how to hold a newspaper.
Yeah,
It's
that was
always,
all sorts of folded weird.
Yeah, I was like, this is just, couldn't he just do that again? Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Oh, this is in L.A.
LA, yeah.
It's L.A. Convention Center.
Yep.
Oh, I never. Then why are they in suburbia?
Yeah, where is he living?
Yeah, where did
that
he-
he's able to get downtown that quickly
Yeah.
by walking.
Nah, jeez.
in a house that looks like that.
Yeah, it's not exactly Boyle
Oh,
Heights.
the believability just broke for me.
Oh, I'm done. This movie sucks.
I love how dangerous this is, and then everybody, like, nobody is apparently killed.
Nobody gets hurt.
I mean...
And everyone thinks it's just part of the show.
I mean...
I guess
Well, that's what you have to sell it. You have to, you know. Because what are you going to say? I was just out in outer space with aliens.
Well, no, I'm just saying I'm surprised that the people just are like, really? They
Let's hang out.
Destroyed this place with this.
You're really surprised that people believe it?
Yeah.
I am a little surprised that people believe it. I know that they're nerds, but they're not dumb.
Yeah.
Kevin McDonald.
Yeah.
Always good to have a kid in the hall
Yeah.
on a movie.
Yep.
Always makes it just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they come full circle.
We could watch Brain Candy.
Oh,
that'd be a good one.
I would totally watch. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I can quote that movie start to finish. And another shipment. Another more the merrier. Oh, it's a
and friend.
and friend.
Uh-oh.
This guy.
Shrimp Boy's still alive.
Give him a big hand. He's British. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah,
I
they
love
got.
that they use his middle name just like they would with Kirk.
Yeah. His shirt is slightly ripped, but tastefully so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they come out in like con panel introduction order of seniority.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh.
And it's the first time that thing does that, but you know.
Yeah, right. They've never done that before.
I mean, he got shot by one like
But
literally
doesn't it have
10 minutes
new
ago.
Settings? Doesn't it have different settings?
I mean, they do on Star Trek. They don't really go over it in the movie.
No, they don't.
On Star Trek, they do have.
I'm helping them suspend
There you
reality
go.
here. You know?
Hey, all right.
Oh, he finally got the girl.
Yeah.
A feint.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it's the greatest thing in the world to see that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see Tawny Madison and Captain Taggart make out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
That's a great moment.
Yeah.
When he gives the
salute.
The salute to the nerds.
Yeah.
And then he pulls them forward, which he never does.
No.
And they're all
They're like, wait. This is the most crazy thing we've had.
Right?
He must be Ceres.
Shoot him immediately.
I like how Sigourney Weaver bows. She's across.
Yeah.
And then, in a time before everything was rebooted, there's a reboot joke at the end.
Yeah.
They are prescient.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I like it. And like the upgraded,
Yeah, the design. But I love the makeup is better on when he's not doing it himself.
Yeah.
Jane Doe. That's so good. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Guy Fleegman.
I like he's got so much charisma.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good.
Such a cheese smile.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I
he's
love
brilliant.
This movie. 10 out of 10, man.
Yeah.
Agree.
Perfect film.
Agree.
I mean, I don't know how that movie could get any better. Like,
Oh, I agree.
Like, when you
that's
say, like-
perfect film as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, what do
I
you
don't
want
know.
out of
I don't
a
know
film?
any.
Let me ask this though: how does it hold up in terms of,
I think
how does it hold up, and how would it hold up with our children? Do you think our children would have to watch Star Trek
Well, they just showed
in
it
order
to-
to?
They enjoyed it.
Did they enjoy it?
I mean, they enjoyed it even though they haven't seen any
See, puppeteers.
Truck.
they haven't seen any.
So even though they had no other frame of reference of what this might be,
I mean, they didn't really know.
They
but
had some frame.
I mean, they have some frame of reference, but they haven't seen a lot of Star Trek, and they haven't seen a lot of other. So they didn't. They don't really know about Shatner, and they don't really know that. So, but they still enjoyed it, and they got this. They got the idea of it. I mean, I don't think they liked it as much as
we would.
Well, there's a level they don't understand it on.
Yeah.
So,
but I think if they watched it later on, I think they would see it. But I also think the movie is it's funny without being over like the top, without being like ridiculous. It's just it breaks reality when the joke is worth it.
Yeah.
And the effects actually don't feel like they work. They're so serviceable. They just work, right? You're not like ever like you're not cringing about the effects or anything. They look good. They still hold
do
it.
for sure.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not a super effects heavy movie.
Yeah.
So much of the film is just on inside the ship where they're just doing sets.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like space stuff until the end, really.
Yeah.
So it's.
And what they have is good, so it's like.
I think what they were able to do is they were able to have it done really well because it didn't need that many shots of it. Hey, Skywalker.
Yeah, I mean, does ILM? I think does it. Yeah, so I think it's cool, man. It's great.
Yep.
I think it's great.
Great film.
It's one of my favorite kind of movies. It's just like very digestible because all the characters are enjoyable, like likable. And
yeah.
The stakes are there, but they're not like crazy. It's just
high or,
It's not all overly depressing or anything. Just it's good. It's a solid one.
It's an all-time.
Not like Baby Mama.
Not like Baby Mama,
that
which
movie
is
just fucking
dark.
Depressing, man.
So I think these guys, Industrial Light and Magic, I don't know them, but they seem like they're pretty good at it.
Right.
So.
They might go somewhere with their stuff.
Yeah.
It's such a generic name, though. They can't be that good.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, unless anybody has anything they'd like to add, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week,
Season 6.
Season 6.
Yeah.
And in a short time, Deep Space Nine.
Isn't that your
Season 1.
favorite?
It is my favorite.
Oh.
And the whole point of doing this fucking podcast from the get-go was to do... And I don't want to hear any bitching about we could have just started with Deep Space
That's
Nine,
exactly where my mind went.
blah,
exactly.
blah, blah.
We could have
If
started.
you think that, you fucking don't know me.
Context.
Context is important.
Context is for kings.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can email us at warpedpodcast@gmail.com. Please subscribe and review and rate. If you haven't already, you can follow us, although we post about once every month. But if you want to see our posts, you can visit us at Warped Podcast on Instagram and Warp Trek on Twitter. I think we have a Facebook page, maybe. We have
We
a
got a lot of stuff.
Patreon if you want to give us money.
We employ an army to keep it all going.
Otherwise, until
Goblin
next week.
Valley State Park.
That's
Where's
part-
that?
Utah.
Yeah. That must be
Utah.
Oh, Utah.
We should
What a great
visit
name,
Goblin
you
Valley.
guys. Goblin Valley.
Well, until next time, my name is Sean.
And Jake.
Philippe.
Oh, Aaron.
Me. And I'm Catherine.
Thank you for listening, and good night.
Never give up and
night.
never surrender.
That's right.